Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We have some exciting news to discuss today. Forbes and the XRP army are involved in a significant development that recently occurred in the cryptocurrency realm. Yes, you read correctly. The financial media behemoth Forbes has formally acknowledged defeat, and this time it's because to the XRP army's unwavering quest for the truth. What we've discovered in this video is something you won't want to miss. A recent Forbes article regarding XRP caused a great deal of criticism. They were attempting to minimize the potential of XRP in the global financial ecosystem by releasing a lot of negative news. However, an unforeseen event occurred that nobody could have foreseen. Even more unexpected was what happened after the story was taken down. The XRP army set to work revealing the truth and dispelling the lies. We will dissect everything in this video, and we have the receipts. Let's go back to the beginning. For both investors and enthusiasts, the history of XRP and its erratic forecast has been an emotional roller coaster. According to a Forbes piece published a few months ago, XRP would not see the kind of success that its proponents have been forecasting for years. The crypto community was rocked by this report, which made many people doubt their investments. The issue is that there was an earlier version of this paper that was predicting something quite different before it was published. This previous version gave XRP a far more positive outlook. As a matter of fact, this report earlier claimed that XRP may skyrocket to $59,000. Many were thrilled and optimistic about XRP's future after hearing this audacious prediction. Yes, you heard correctly. XRP's value was predicted to skyrocket by the same newspaper that later questioned its potential. One prominent financial magazine, Forbes, once forecast that XRP would eventually hit $59,000. Many people are curious as to what caused this dramatic shift in perspective in the story, but you know what? The article swiftly vanished in this version. It vanished from their website in an instant. Nobody really understood what was happening at first, but as soon as the XRP army learned about it, we sprang into action to find the original article. And we located it thanks to archives and blockchain transparency. For whatever reason, the $59,000 0 cent prediction was being ignored, even though it was true. Why? Things became fascinating at that point. The XRP community swiftly came together and started the widely shared Forbes campaign to boycott hashing. The result was nothing short of spectacular. The ad quickly became popular, trending on Twitter and seriously harming Forbes' brand. The pressure was mounting as people demanded answers. This was a great illustration of the XRP army's strength when it comes together. However, this was not merely an internet protest. That was a small part of it. The second major disclosure was that Forbes had been directly pressured by Ripple's legal team, according to an insider leak. This was a noteworthy step because it demonstrated the extent to which Ripple was prepared to go in order to safeguard its interests and reputation. The communications that were made public by the docs clearly demonstrated Ripple's aggressive legal approach. Ripple took a proactive approach to defending their position by mobilizing their legal team to refute the false charges without backing down. This action was taken to establish a precedent for how they would respond to such circumstances in the future. In addition to safeguarding their reputation, they made it plain to Forbes that they will take legal action for the false information. It was successful. Forbes changed their position after being threatened with legal action, indicating the strength and clout that Ripple possessed in the business sector. One of the Forbes editors who had written the original piece constantly quit. Absolutely resignation. This resulted directly from Ripple's proactive strategy, which demonstrated that they were not scared to take decisive action to safeguard their interests. An editor at Forbes was compelled to resign due to the extreme pressure from Ripple's legal team and the indignation of the XRP army. The editor was unable to survive the atmosphere that was produced by the joint efforts of Ripple's legal team and the outspoken encouragement of the XRP community. For XRP supporters, this was a significant victory that demonstrated the unquestionable strength of the community. The event acted as a reminder of the XRP army's combined might and their capacity to sway events in Ripple's favor. It was a triumphant moment that emphasized the value of solidarity and perseverance in the face of difficulty. And in the midst of all of this, another important development was taking place. The mood was electrifying and the financial world was humming with anticipation. The CEO of Ripple, garlinghouse, made a daring claim on Twitter. His remarks were a statement of intent rather than merely another tweet. According to him, XRP is unavoidable because the people have spoken. Supporters and skeptics alike were drawn to this tweet as it swiftly went viral. This served as a rallying cry rather than merely a declaration. It struck a profound chord with the XRP community, sparking a surge of excitement and optimism. Garlinghouse was recognizing the XRP army's strength. These individuals were prepared to support XRP because they shared its vision and promise. He was coming to terms with the fact that XRP's trajectory was unstoppable, a force that was growing stronger every day, and that neither corporate opposition nor media manipulation could halt it. The pressure was being felt by the conventional banking institutions. Everyone was paying close attention to the public spectacle that was the struggle for XRP's future. Tension was evident and the stakes were great. Furthermore, Ripple was winning. The organization was paving the way for a new era in the banking industry by demonstrating its tenacity and will. What does this all mean for XRP then? First and foremost, it's critical to acknowledge the extent of the XRP army's strength. It's very amazing that a grassroots movement like ours could have such a strong impact when you consider Forbes' worldwide influence. XRP is no longer a fringe cryptocurrency, as evidenced by Forbes' forced article retraction and internal repercussions. Some of the world's most influential financial organizations are acknowledging this movement. There's more though. Even though it has since been withdrawn, the $59,000 price projection made in the original article wasn't a casual remark. It demonstrates the increasing optimism in XRP's prospects in the financial community. Big heavyweights like JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are beginning to see XRP's potential, particularly in terms of institutional adoption and cross-border payments. The financial infrastructure of the future is expected to heavily rely on XRP as ASO 2022. Compliance grows in popularity. Not to mention the media's significance. The gravity of the situation is demonstrated by the fact that Forbes, a prominent financial publication, was compelled to retract and backtrack from their claims. The financial community as a whole is beginning to recognize that XRP is here to stay, whether they like it or not. This is more than just one article getting taken down. What will happen to XRP next? The future appears to be very promising. It's obvious that XRP is about to experience a significant event given the Forbes article's retraction, the editor's departure, and the increasing strength of the XRP army. The potential of XRP is being more widely recognized, and as more institutions become engaged, significant price action will soon follow. The XRP army has demonstrated that we have the ability to alter the course of events, and while the fight is far from over, we have already achieved a significant victory under the leadership of Brad Garlinghouse. I think that XRP's moment is now more than ever. So keep an eye on it, continue to support it, and prepare for what is ahead. I appreciate everyone watching. Please remember to use the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more XRP updates. If you liked this video, share your thoughts about Forbes, retractions, and XRP's future in the comment section below. You share our optimism. Additionally, keep in mind that the XRP army is only growing stronger. Let's make XRP inevitable and keep hodling strong until the next time.